Hi, it's me, Daphne Readmore, and I'm here today to give my full review on The Wicked King. Now, I will say there are going to be some spoilers ahead, okay? But I gave The Wicked King 5 stars, and I would say this pacing of this book was jam-packed. The other thing I noticed, this book has discussion questions at the back of the book. Do we like these discussion questions or do we not like discussion questions? I've seen other books that have these as well. I'm curious what you think. I will say these discussion questions, they actually make me think, and it hurts a little bit. Because sometimes I'm reading a book, I just want to enjoy it. I don't necessarily want to look deeper into the meanings behind things, but let's go ahead and look at one of these discussion questions. The first discussion question talks about how Maddox quoted, power is much easier to acquire than it is to hold on to. And do you agree with him, basically? And I would say, yes, I do agree. And I think that throughout this book, we see that that's what Jude is trying to do. She is trying to hold on to the power that she had gained at the end of the first book. But then, honestly, it makes me question, if you have to work so hard to maintain the power, did you ever really have it in the first place? I don't think you did. So that's interesting, made me think. Then, let's talk about some of the rest of the characters. The twin sister, Taryn, still have not forgiven her. I don't think I ever will. I think that is one person that I'm never going to be able to forgive. She is a horrible sister, horrible twin sister on top of that. And just, no. Then there is Carden. And I would say I had a lot of hope for Carden towards the end of this book. When he talks about how he realizes he was so awful to Jude out of jealousy. Jealousy that Jude had what he wanted, with admiration and a relationship with Maddox, like a father figure. It's something that he didn't have with his own dad. I felt like that was very enlightening and very showed a lot of emotional growth on his part, which really gave me some high hopes for Carden, after all, that he's going to change, right? And then there was Locke, still. I did not like Locke in the first book. I still don't like Locke. I don't get why Locke is still around. Why Carden hasn't even kicked into the curb. Like, I get, and okay, so these, the Fae, they are mean in general, and they play tricks and everything like that. But Locke seems to have made it his mission to kick Carden while he's down, or just to try to humiliate him. And why would Carden want to keep that around? That's not entertainment. That's not fun. Master of revelry. So I do not like Locke. I don't think I'm ever going to like Locke. Then Maddox, again, another irredeemable character, another character that I truly just don't understand at all. If he views Jude and Taryn as daughters, and he calls them daughters, then why is he competing with them? This is not how parents are supposed to be with their children, right? But again, I guess I gotta rethink that, because he is Fae, and the Fae culture is completely different. So, yeah, so those are the main characters. And like I said, throughout this book, it's just really Jude trying to maintain and hold on to power. Towards the end of this book, I got super excited I thought things were turning around for Jude. I was going to get my happy ending. She was going to get her happy ending. And her and Cardin were going to join together and fight evil nay-doers together. A force to be reckoned with. And if you've seen my short, you will see that Holly Black broke my heart. I was devastated. I could not believe the twist that happened at the end. I was not expecting it. It was came out of nowhere to me. And I am the girl that wants a happy ending. I love happy endings. And I know that reality, happy endings don't always come. But one of the reasons I read is somewhat to escape reality, right? So give me my happy ending. I will say this book was so good that I immediately started the next book, which I will also be posting a full review of The Queen of Nothing. I know that I did not give the best review for the first book of this series. However, after reading this book, I see why the first book was necessary. And that's what did make me appreciate it more. So maybe I'll go back and give it an extra half star for that first book, The Cruel Prince. But The Wicked King is fantastic. I'd highly recommend it. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe and follow or hit like if you want to see more. And next I will be doing The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. Thanks everyone. Bye.